Wow, bag vlog, bags, that bag, this bag, no. This bag. A lot of you have watched the first two, have we done two bag?
Yeah,
we've done two bag vlogs on this. I started to open up because we get mail and I'm like, oh, and I saw that and I'm like, gotta share this one. Okay, for those who are out of the loop, I'll catch you up. We are creating what will eventually be kickstarted as the ultimate artist's bag. This is the second prototype. First impression, I don't know yet, but it's worth pointing out that the colors are not the final colors, or I think we're just basically going for materials and proportions. Whoa, this is big, okay. But it's not like too big. It's like suitcase big, so it's business big. Oh, is that magnetized? It's magnetized! This is initially inspired by a bag of holding. Mine I used for many, many, many years. I remember, like, I've taken this to many different meetings, some quite professional, and haven't felt all that professional holding this. That's a really good, like, I do feel like I could walk into a proper meeting with scary people and not worry about what they think of me. All right, let's start with the back pocket. I like that there's actually this, like, inner pocket within the pocket. So we have the large pocket here for files or folders. Let's grab an art book. Sketchbook could go in the back pocket. A few of the changes we made here actually is that this back pocket is accessible even with the front cover closed, because I've often found if I'm traveling, sometimes you just need your flight itinerary or your schedule or whatever it is just grabbable quickly, but zippable so that if you're at a convention, it's not just pinchable. I quite like how that opens up. I even like the aesthetic change. You got the flat black leather cover, you open it, the whole thing opens up. The idea about this pocket is you can shove your laptop charger and cables and stuff you just want to get when you need, but most of the time out of the way. I've wanted this to be able to hold our bulkiest laptop charger. It might be touch and go if it closes. That is surprisingly perfect. I'm excited about these. So let's open up the marker case thing. So this should open up. We've extended the zip to open down to the side so it's more openable. This is the removable marker holder. All right, it is a perfect example of a substantial collection of markers that fits really well in that case and is entirely removable. So to be able to pull that out, lay it flat and to work, have your colors ready to go, and to pack away neatly and instantly without them rolling around or leaking. Oh. Yeah. All right, so I'm curious about this one. So this is meant to be the, okay, so I don't have tool holding pouches or whatever, because initially I think we were gonna have elastic slots or straps where you can put in like markers or pens or whatever. So you open this up and you have materials. Or at the same time, this could be the one you put your headphones, your battery bank, which may be more realistic, especially with this thing down. This is the most reachable zip. All right, we're in the main pocket. Oh, you ready? Okay. So it's filled with something. We've got we've got two shoulder straps here. We'll get to that. Oh, this is the old prototype. No, this is the second. Because we're doing a mini bag. Oh my God. They did the mini bag. Okay, whoa, that's exciting. We will get to that. Now this is really straightforward. It's actually just one big pocket. There's no other mysteries within here. While I wouldn't necessarily keep a laptop in this back pocket, having the 2 layers of padding and a sketchbook or whatever it is in there is gonna make protecting something like a laptop super, super like cushion. I think one thing I do wanna alter is I wanna add a bit of that cushioning on the bottom. I might actually also move this miscellaneous pocket here. I might take that out, so this is just one empty area, and put it in here. Because you might also have like little bits and bobs that sort of rub against your leg if you're holding the bag. Dead curious if that holds a bottle of water. You ready? This is the test. I feel like it's just not gonna fit. Maybe a smaller bottle.
Yeah.
This is another question I'll open up to y'all. Do we shrink these pockets so they're a little less waggly and out there and just a little more slimline just for fitting miscellaneous things? We could probably even shorten it so they're reachable. But the other thing is it's grabbable. Whatever's in these is grabbable. So if it's a bottle and you're at a convention, someone can pinch it, or if it's stuff. So this is just sort of gonna be bits. What are these pockets for? Let me know in the comments. The last thing I want to look at with this bag is a sort of hidden double feature. They have sent me 3 straps. I'm just wondering if they're all the same. These 2 look to be backpack straps and this looks to be a shoulder strap. So maybe the idea is you actually get all 3 and you get to pick how you have your bag. I really like these clips. I really like these fittings. God, they've really nailed some of these elements here. That feels great. Oh my God, that feels so good. I feel like it looks really legit too. All right, so this next one, a lot of people have suggested a backpack mode. So this is how I've designed your suggested backpack mode. These 2 side hooks are for the shoulder strap mode. However, see these little rings here and these little rings here. These are for backpack mode. So in theory, backpack mode is engaged by attaching these straps. All that cushioning. This is a really comfortable backpack. Oh my God.
I really like the backpack.
I really like the backpack mode. I feel like I want it to be able to go a little tighter.
Yeah.
I feel like that's probably my feedback is I'd like it to be able to sit higher because it does sort of could slump.
Yeah.
I got to do a model thing so I can see it in post. There's a purpose to this now. I wouldn't change anything of that except for the size of the backpack shoulders should be shrinkable because at the moment they're fully shrunk. I'm not a huge fan of this waggly leather bit. I like the rigidity and the feeling of security of the handle, but I think we need a new handle material. All right, this is the big bag. Please let me know in a comment how you could envision yourself using these pockets for your needs or what you would like changed or added. And now we get to the extra goodies, which I totally blanked would be a part of this next version. So this, I believe, is made out of pretty much the same sort of material. We haven't gone with the same sort of front flap material. And this simply has 2 pockets, one here. I think one of the things we sized this for, iPad Pro. Look at that. Does it fit a large iPad Pro? This is my larger sketchbook. This is larger than the small iPad Pro. That fits perfectly comfortably. We have a bigger iPad Pro. Let's go check that out. Okay, big iPad Pro. Okay, so it won't zip closed, but you know, in a pinch.
But if you took the other stuff out, would it zip closed?
That's a good question. Let's find out. Or if it was just maybe, I don't know about my case compared to other people's cases. So let's just strip it back. This is the large iPad Pro. Okay, so it's close. So we could actually go fractionally taller. Like it's too tight, but we're close. And I reckon we should be able to cater to that. Just add a ½ inch to the height and we're good.
Yeah.
So I went to this one straight away over this one, which is interesting. Why did I do that? Because it feels familiar to the other bag, I think. There's something about the canvas I like. It feels a little rough and tactile, but sort of like, it feels like it's ready for work. This is kind of cool. I think it does feel a little cheaper. Not that it is or isn't, but I think it feels like it's lighter and it's slimmer. I could be totally off the mark here. You guys might prefer this sort of thing. Ooh, that's the other thing to keep in mind is this front pocket, which we haven't opened yet, also has marker storage. Question is, does it fit markers and still close? I actually have my doubts immediately as to whether this will fit and zip. So if I put that in there, I think the manufacturer has made this based on dimensions, but obviously not knowing what's going to go in there. So this is too short. So, I mean, if that's an inch, so I almost feel like we just go a whole inch on both. The other thing, of course, to keep in mind with this and the other bag is like, it'll come with this, but that's optional. So if you don't want to use it for markers, you could use it for other things, but also there's just a fairly substantial pocket you can use for whatever. Should we make the cover of the lid of this material the same as this? I feel like the answer is yes. And then this has got side pockets, and these are sort of like, I feel like that maybe they should be shorter so you can reach if you have to. I love that. I know it's such a simple thing. Like if you're traveling around and doing whatever, just not having to deal with any zips and just having a pocket you can just shove stuff into is good, especially for a sort of grab and go sort of case, I think that will be more useful than the big one. If anyone wants to add any comments, if you prefer the big or small bag or both, that would also be super useful to know. Please be aware. Your feedback really impacts this. Like, it has already really impacted this. I am gonna send my feedback to Reed and Brenda about a week or two from now. But that is your chance to let me know your feedback, because I will factor it in. And some of you have had some pretty golden gems of ideas that have eventuated into this. You know who you are, and it's a good feeling, huh? When you sort of, that idea becomes reality. So thank you. Otherwise, I guess it's a vlog. Let's do a question of the day.
Yeah. So if Jazza does not want to brand these products with a YouTube name, can we expect a new company name / logo for these kinds of products?
It's a very good question. That's the obvious next sort of deduction, is then it's a new company or a new identity. But that's as far as my thinking has gone, just because unless I have a product, I don't really go into that territory. There is something immensely satisfying to me about organization. If I'm not organized, I'm disorganized. And as you might see by the state of my calendar, I love doing everything all at once. And having systems in place or structures that I can stick to allows me to try and do everything all at once, but in a way that it can be normalized on a repeated basis so I can keep going. So I actually have a very scary looking but very organized calendar because I'm super rigidly structured. And it's the same thing with art organization. We have all these shelves, we have everything super compartmentalized and structured in a way that makes being creative more freeing, because everything has a home and it's satisfying to reset. That is something I could certainly see doing more products to serve, because I find that super satisfying and I think it would help a lot of people. And I'd be brainstorming a company name or product line name based on that feeling of satisfaction. It's got to be hooky or catchy. So I haven't thought about it yet, but if you have any ideas, feel free to fling them around, because it might get my synapses firing. Anyways, that's it for this vlog. Thank you for watching. Make sure to subscribe for more bags. Bye.